Hi, welcome back if you've been here before, and welcome if you've never. So I said I'd do a quick overview of the FGTA, a Yamaha FGTA, and this is not sponsored by anybody. This is just my likes and dislikes of what is essentially a really good guitar. But I thought I'd just give you a quick overview on it. So I've had it about 18 months, maybe 2 years. It's been a really good guitar, really good workhorse. First thing I did, I played it with the Yamaha strings on when it came through, and then I switched the strings out for the usual brand of strings that I use, which has worked really well, to be fair on it. And I'll put a link at the bottom as to what those strings are. So what attracted me to the Yamaha FGTA? Well, I think there's a couple of things. One, it's a dreadnought. I love a dreadnought. It's a really nice guitar. Feels full-bodied when you play it. It sounds really quite sweet. And the other thing was I saw a couple of reviews on the 3 buttons that they've got on the side, and it's an amazing bit of technology. So you've got a line out and a volume there, and it's the button for switching on the technology on the inside. And you've got a reverb which runs from reverb in a room all the way up to reverb in a hall, which is quite impressive. And then you've got a chorus function as well that you can dial up, and you can dial these up and dial them down as you wish, which is a nice thing. And what it does, it gives the guitar, when you're playing unplugged, and I play most of my stuff unplugged, it gives it a real full-bodied feel. Not that it particularly needs it, I have to say, because it's quite a loud guitar anyway. I tend to play with my fingers, so it's got a nice movement to it. So when you turn the electronics on, it kind of vibrates the inside of the guitar, so to give that reverb, and it sounds like a really good reverb on it. So it's more than what it said on the tin when I checked it out. It said it was an amazing guitar, and from that point of view, it really is an amazing guitar. In fact, I'll tell you what we'll do. So I do most of my songwriting in Open D, and I've been looking at a couple of tunes that I'm working on at the moment. Well, this is without any effects on it, just so you can hear it. This is just a straightforward D, and you can feel the reverb on it, or the vibration on it through your body without any effects on it. And when you're playing it, it just feels really nice, you know, when you're sat like me in the dining room, which doubles as the studio. And it sounds quite nice. So when I'm just regularly playing, trying to work a song out, I'll just leave it without any of the effects on. When family or friends, as they do when they come down, go play something. Why don't you play something? I'll tend to turn on the electronics on it, and you know when they're on, there's a green light on the inside which tells you that the electronics are in. And then you've got your choices. You can dial in the reverb, and if you just have it as a room reverb, not sure this will come across quite as good. I'm just recording this on an iPhone, but let's give it a go. You can really feel the reverb and hear it, and then you can, and that's just on the reverb in the room, and you can turn that up so you've got reverb in a hall, and you can really hear that reverb coming through the guitar. It's really quite nice. And then if you want to dial in some chorus, I use the chorus occasionally, and the chorus just gives it more of a fuller feel. It feels really nice, and when you're playing it, you can feel it just vibrating through your body, which is amazing for this guitar. So it's really good from that point of view. Handling fits really snug. I like the handling of it. It's really nice. Nice position to play in. The neck's fabulous. Feels a real heavy construction. It's not lightweight by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a really nice workhorse guitar. I always look after my guitar, so I'll look after this one, but you could take, I feel as though I could take it anywhere and use it, so it's really good from that point of view. So that's all the good bits on it. So what do I dislike about it? Well, I guess there's a couple of things, and you need to be aware of these. So if you want to put a strap on, if you play stood up, you've got to tie it around the headstock, and then it attaches to the input where you actually plug in your guitar to go through an amp or into your door if you're going straight into a door system, and you plug your connections into there, but the actual strap sits on there. And that's one of the slight challenges with it, is the strap tends to pull away if you're not careful when you're stood on it. So if you do put a strap on it, just remember to tie it off properly and make sure you put some sort of well, if you're plugged in, it's okay because the strap just slides down onto the socket, and the male connector that goes in. But if you haven't got it plugged in, it can slip off, which means the guitar drops. So you've got to be really careful on that side. But it's easy to get around, so there's no major issues with it. It's just a little bit of a niggle that you can do without. And then the only other niggle that I've got with it, and it's not a showstopper by any stretch of the imagination because it's a lovely guitar, this, is I read in the instructions that it's got an equalizer in it, which is hidden within the 3 buttons. And for the life of me, and this might be an age thing, but for the life of me, I cannot find how to alter the equalizer on the guitar, to the point, after 18 months, 2 years, I've kind of given up. So if I want to equalize anything, for whatever reason, when I'm recording anything, I'll do it in the post-production, in the DAW. Not sure how you get to the equalizer. They say you turn the buttons on the top, but still haven't worked it out. If any of you are watching and you know how to do it, please let me know. That'd be really useful. And that's it. In real terms, they're the only 2 slight little niggles. But one more thing that I need to show you just before I go is the battery compartment is at the bottom of the guitar, and it slides in and out quite easily, and there's 2 AAA batteries in there, and all you get about using the effects probably somewhere in the region of 12-13 hours worth out of a couple of AA batteries. Always quite useful to have one of these charger units and use rechargeable ones, so you can carry a couple of spares with you for when you're out. All in all, would I recommend it as a songwriter and a lyricist who loves playing the guitar? Yeah, I'd recommend it to anyone. It's a really good guitar. Well, so that's it. It's a quick overview. Hope you enjoyed the overview. Yamaha FGTA, not sponsored by Yamaha, not sponsored by anybody. Just my own honest opinion on it. Great guitar. I hope you get one, and if you're considering buying one, go into a shop and try it out. Once you've tried it out, you'll realise quite how good it is. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you found it of interest, why not subscribe? Thanks very much. Bye bye.